So this is another spirit video. So the spirit that I'm talking with today, she's a female djinn. As you know, we never go over the djinn names until you've purchased the vessel that they're in, and that's when I tell you the name, because their names have power. So we're going to call her G. Now, it's kind of a long story about G, how she came to be here. I had a protege, and I had asked my spirits, do you know a very powerful female djinn that is, trustworthy and that is good at what she does? And my spirit said, yep, we know somebody, and they brought G. Now, if you've watched the other djinn videos, you know that female djinns can control other spirits. So G, I've actually seen her in action. I actually saw her grab a spirit by the throat. And she had warned this spirit. Now, G is, I believe she was actually from, like, ancient Iran. Was it ancient Iran? Now, she's kind of tall. She's about like 5'8", 5'9". She has very dark brown hair. It looks almost black, but there's like lighter layers up at the top of lighter brown. She has big brown doe eyes. And the best way I can describe her is like schoolmarm demeanor. She stands there. She's very quiet. She doesn't say very much. But you will know if she disapproves of something. She'll have that look on her face that she's disappointed or she's disapproved. She'll never admonish, but you could just tell from the vibe she's given off or her face. She's not pleased with you. Now, she's a very quiet demeanor, and she did tell the spirit they need to leave. And they didn't do it, and she said it again. You need to leave. And she pointed to the door. And she says, now. And they didn't do it. And she literally grabbed this spirit by the throat. She held him and she said, I told you to leave, and I meant it. She literally like deposited them out. Like just right out. And she stood there with her arms crossed. You're not coming in. And that was that. They wouldn't come in. So she's a pretty tough lady. She is pretty powerful. Now, the thing is, this protege, I'm extremely aggravated with this person. I remember telling you all that I was going to summon wraiths at the cemetery where they were doing voodoo. And I actually did it. I recorded it. But the problem is, he was with me that day. And he let a lot of his personal shit screw up the filming. And it screwed it up to the point where it's like, how can I edit this now? Because if I edit him out, then I'm editing out some important things. And so I was very aggravated with him, and I'm like, I'm done with this. I don't want to say anything bad, but they are in the you need to grow up category, because you're not reliable, and I can't work like that to try to teach you what I need to. So I kind of cut this protege loose. Now, G was still with him. And then he contacted me and said that he lost the charm that G was attached to. And honestly, if it wasn't for a spirit charm that got lost, I wouldn't have responded. But I got her back here, and I was able to break her ties, and I said, it's not a problem. I said, but you're going to have to pay for another charm for her, and I can ship it to you. And he actually doesn't live too far. He said, well, I'll come down and pick her up. Can she attach to something that I already have, that I always have with me? And I asked her, and she said, yeah, that's fine. And he said, well, I'll come down and pick her up. And she was like, okay. And I don't know what happened exactly, but he kind of blew it off. I mean, he's like, oh, well, I'm not going to come down, blah, blah, blah. And G had it. She blew her top. She said, after everything I have done for him, he could not be bothered to come and get me. And she said, I'm done. And I asked, are you sure you don't want to go back? And she says, I don't want to go back. She says, I have been disrespected and I won't go back. So she feels totally disrespected. And that's something that you need to understand if you are interested in her, that she is not going to put up with being disrespected. She will work like a tiger for you. And she will be an advisor. She will be a guide. She will control other spirits and keep you safe. But if you disrespect her, she's gone. Done. She won't do it anymore, right? She's not going to do it. So, as long as you treat her with respect, she's going to do everything she can for you. But she says, at this point, I have earned that respect because of who I am. And she's not doing that like, do you know who I am type of thing. It's just that she is very powerful. And if she is taking care of you, she's giving you her all, like her all completely. And so she asks for respect in return for giving you all, basically having all of her powers at your disposal. Now, she decided she was originally attached to a charm. She doesn't want to be on a charm again. She wants that cute little bottle that you saw at the beginning. She wants to be attached to that. I said, okay, fine, no problem. Now, as I said, she's very powerful. I mean, she literally just tossed the spirit around like a rag doll. Is there anything that you want to say to extrapolate on what I've said? No. So, I just want to say that the person that was a protege to me, they do have psychic abilities. Their psychic abilities were actually getting stronger. And the fact that they were like kind of actively seeking out spirits in haunted locations, I said that's, especially if I was going to train them, I said that's not going to be good if you don't have a guardian. So she was actually like attached to somebody that has more abilities than just the latent person. So she had to be on her guard all the time. She will, now what she said to me is that if you are supposed to have her in your life, you will see her in your dream. She said, I will come to their dream and they will see me and they will know who I am and they will come back and I will go to them. She's like, that's how you know that I'm destined for you. That's what she's saying. sure about that. 100. She's 100% sure. She says, if I want to be their guardian, they will know because I will appear to them. But she's saying in a dream. She's like, they will see me in their dream. That's what she's saying. So she's being selective this time. She's being selective. So if she doesn't appear in your dream, if you don't see her, like if you don't see a woman in your dream as I've kind of described her, and you purchase her vessel, you'll have to have a talk with her to convince her to stay. Because she won't. Unless she feels that your need is great. She won't stay. She won't. She's saying that right now. She wants to serve somebody that needs her. Not wants her, that needs her. That's what she's saying. I want to be needed. That's what she's saying. I want to be needed. All right, anything else? Got it covered? Awesome. All right, so that is G. And her her vessel is up for sale right now on my website, thesalemwillowwitchery.com. If it is not up on the website, then that means it has sold. If she has not sold after a week, she will be featured on eBay as well. So then it will, if it sells on eBay, it will be taken off my website as well at the same time. So if you have any questions, you could always email me at salemwillow@yahoo.com. If you have any questions about G, or exactly what she's looking for, or any other questions that are about her. And I will see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching.